talking turban. Look who's made a return.
I am back.
Like the Terminator. He's went on a bit of a fitness streak. He says he's gymming on and all that now. He's all out, but we're getting him back, and we're gonna do 2 guaranteed shows a week from here on in. We're gonna cement them after we finish the show tonight. We'll do one after the weekend for the results in a bit quiz on, and then we'll do one probably on a Thursday. But we'll decide that soon and we'll put it out. Talking about the upcoming games. So we've got a tiny bit of tackle, Gary, to be fair. I mean, how long have you been missing?
Yeah, a couple of weeks. I missed last week. That was it. No, what I thought we could have started with, you see how many's on. Is that a few on or not?
That's a few on, right?
Is what people think about this blue card that they're talking about. It's like
mental.
Casemiro will never be on the pitch.
No.
Neither will Bruno.
It's absolutely bonkers. It's just absolutely ruining the game. It's like a blue card. What is it? 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Like a sin bin sort of thing.
It's mental.
I don't know when the Premier League, like the teams within the league, for long is going to turn around and start like gunning at these, like, you know, the people that's running the game. It's the rules. It's not just that. It's like the financial fair play thing, and that Saudi's going to end up coming in taking over because they're ruining the game. Yeah. England's the best because of the way it was ran, and these are just they're trying to change everything. The officiating's crap. It's just constant, isn't it?
The officiating's took a massive dip, I think, and this year especially, because at the beginning of the season, if you remember, they told with that, they were going to let things slide a bit.
Be a bit more lenient.
Going to be a bit more lenient, and I haven't seen none of that. Like little shoulder barges. I mean, for instance, Luke Shaw at the weekend against West Ham, he had that little shoulder barge in the corner, and he blew for free kick, and I'm thinking,
it's a man's game.
What are you playing, man? Like it's absolutely bonkers. So I'll tell you what we'll do, right?
Wait, you know, on that note though, it's no surprise that was it not the last in the World Cup? Like, didn't England not have any like officials there or something, like after like the group stages sort of thing? Whereas previous, remember, like the finals and stuff, it was always like Clattenburg or Howard Webb, and they would get the big. They're not getting them now.
No.
So it's being recognised like across the board.
You know, with Clattenburg, you've been watching Gladiators.
No.
Oh, it's funny as hell because he's from Crowlington, isn't he? But can you remember John, the Gladiator referee?
Aye. On my final was.
Well, Clattenburg's doing that.
Is he?
From Crowlington, he's gone 3, 2. Shut up, man! You're from Crowlington, you know what you're doing. Absolute nutter, Michael Page. Nice to see you, old kid. Are you in Villa? Are you in Villa on Sunday? We are.
United.
Come on, United. What time's that train?
Half-past 8.
Half-past 8. Me and Gary's going to go and do and see his sister and man now who lives down there. So that'll be nice. But if you're on, Michael, give us a shout and we'll hook up, mate. What was I going to talk about there? What were we bouncing off there? The fixtures, that's just happened.
Aye.
What, you got them?
I have.
From the weekend?
From the weekend.
Quickly, right? I'll play this into you now. Matty, a pal of mine, caught us in the schoolyard this morning and he said, can you name 5 players?
Without cheating.
Without cheating. Didn't go on Google, didn't spoil it. But can you name 5 players with 4 letters or less in their surname who have scored 100 plus Premier League goals? See if you can. I got 3.
I mean, did I get 4?
I think you got 3.
Was the one I said at the end, not one like
I didn't check.
Bent.
I don't know if Darren Bent has or not.
What the other ones was no, will not. Right.
Get it.
Saturday's games we will start with because there wasn't one on Friday. Everton against Spurs.
2-2.
Desmond. 2-2. It was. I watched this game actually. Richarlison, 2 good goals. Bit of a game of 2 halves. Spurs the first. I mean, like seeing that Everton, I thought Everton was all right. Like Spurs, they did have chances, but Everton kind of. I thought Everton should have won that for me. To be honest, now I'm thinking about it.
Third bottom, aren't
They are, right?
Relegation zone.
No, they were though, weren't
They
they?
were. Even with
Did they get another? Did they get another deduction, or
No,
they just slipped
not
off?
yet, but apparently they're going to get one.
Because
a new stadium.
Louis.
Looks unreal.
But were they not climbing like after they got they were up like mid-table, weren't they?
No, I don't think they got that high.
Did they not?
6 or 7 bottom, but obviously the points was always a point or two. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
But Everton were at home, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Aye. I think it's a good draw, me.
It's a good point for them.
It's a good point. They had a draw written all over it, really, when you think about it. Like, the Spurs aren't very good away from home.
2 class finishes, though, by Richarlison.
Aye. It's not like him.
You know what it is, though? You know, when he was at Everton and you play him, like, as that striker role, like, he is all right. And you watch him for Brazil, he's a good goal in the run, the box. It's when you play him out wide and...
He is, but you know what the problem is with him? He's like a baby.
No, he is. He's temperament.
He's a grown adult, but he's like a 6-year-old. You know, when he doesn't go his way.
He'd spit on you, him, wouldn't he?
Aye, if he changes that, then
he'd be more likeable.
Aye, more likeable and a much better player because he's on and off. I think when he's on, he can score. He knows where the net is.
Yeah,
you take him at United.
2-man finishes. No, I like Højlund, mate. I think he's coming into his own. Like he's just getting better and better. You can see him. His teammates are trying to find him, but we'll get to them anyway. But no, I wouldn't take him.
You know, it's time with United.
I wouldn't take him.
Gallen's asking, well, how does he buy talking to hats and hoodies? You've got one there, haven't you?
I have.
I'll sell him that one.
Aye. No, it's mine. There you go.
You want one of these, like?
Can you tell it's a bit warmer on here now?
Yeah, that's the fashion, Gallen, lad.
All right.
I'm sponsoring Dobby, you know, this year.
Are you?
Aye.
Go on, lad.
He's going to accept
50 pence.
£4.50 I think it was. But if I can, if I'm in a position to do so, then I'll do it. You know what I mean? It's
definitely
100%.
Put him a red carpet as he walks up.
Aye. That's an idea. Oh,
I'm full of ideas.
£400 a month in a red carpet. What's that like? Ideal for golf deals, downstairs. Yeah, they're actually good. Yeah, and look at what cups. Who done them for us?
Donna Hills.
Donna Hills. Mint them on the. We'll become massively famous. That's an idea, Gavin.
What?
I was talking about opening a new business today.
Cups, hats, and hoodies.
Right, next game.
It's not like either we talking.
Yeah.
Brighton against Palace. Brighton 4, Palace 1.
It's mental, lad. Brighton 4, Palace 1.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it? Brighton's been totally hit-y-missy, haven't they?
Aye.
You know, at the beginning of the season.
Didn't they get battered or someone a couple of weeks back?
5-0, wasn't it?
Was that a Palace, isn't it?
Was it not West Ham or something?
Was it a cup match, that?
I don't know.
I'm going to have to look. I'm
going on Brighton's name.
Luton
5-0.
Aye, it's because someone... No, 4-0.
They must have been at home.
Luton was at home?
Luton at home because...
that Adebayo got
it. Luton 5-0 because Luton's never scored 4 away from home until last weekend.
4-1.
It's 4-4 against the 2-1. Imagine letting Luton score 4 against
4-4.
Honestly.
Well, we're going next weekend, so just keep it on the hush.
Yeah. Our place, we'll hammer them, man.
Hammer them 2-1. So, like...
did you watch the game?
Aye.
Like, it was meant for the neutral, right? But do you not think it was really slow? Luton were, like, really predictable, going forward, and I thought...
Dan Burn had a poor game, didn't he?
I think he's finished now because it was so obvious.
He was the weakest player.
He was the weakest point. Mm-hmm. And, like, Livramento, come on. How can you have Livramento and Lewis Hall on the bench and not bring them on for at half time? And this is what I was saying to you. This is exactly what I was saying to you. It's like, about Eddie Howe, and you're saying, Eddie, you've got to trust in Eddie and all that.
I said this as well. Changes, he wasn't making changes. Remember when they were getting injured? And he went through like 3 or 4 games where he didn't make a substitute. Like, if you've got 18-year-old kids on, just bring them on. But now he's got players on the bench, even like you say Livramento, but like Chucky hadn't been having the best of times. Like, take them off after 60 minutes, give these lads a run in. So when the day come up, it's the only way they're going to get better is by giving them game time. And they are good enough.
Definitely.
Both of them. I mean, that Lewis Hall had a cracker against Man U in the cup, and now he's had like a couple of poor games elsewhere. But that Livramento, he looks like a mint player. Him,
He's unreal.
Absolute steal from Southampton.
Premier League squad.
Aye, good player. And they want to start playing him.
But that Lewis Hall, mate, I think if you give him time,
he'll be good.
If you give him minutes, he's like a Luke Shaw. You know when you watch him on, he's like a Luke Shaw. Like, you want the locals to do real. Dan Bonds from Blind, he mixes in all the locals. Like, you want them to, but do you want to do real at the expense of your club? You know what I mean? It's like that Matty Longstaff. He's got a Gateshead.
Jesus.
Gateshead. I messaged Wrexham last night for me. When I seen it, I messaged Gowan and I says, I'm going to message Wrexham and just say, look, I pretended he was my mate. And I says, look, I've got
You're mad, He's serious.
What? I did.
Melly, I've got you in. I mean, Melly. You can. Tell you what, he sacked Melly, you're my new agent,
But I don't think they did enough. I honestly didn't think they did enough. How can Matty Longstaff play for Newcastle 1 minute? And let's be honest.
Teams wanted him. He scored against Man United, didn't he?
Man United, they wanted Sean and they ended up changing it to
Matty.
You know, he scored against when they 1-0.
Then he ended up in Scotland. Did he can't have it? He went Scotland somewhere, I think. But that's mad that they end up at Gateshead in a couple of years.
They disrespect the Gateshead, by the way. But you know, like, it's Matty Longstaff. He's still quite young. He could still do a job in the Premier League. Right?
Has he took his eye off the ball or something though? Like is he training and
well? Ran out while he was injured, and they just didn't renew it.
I get. Way, that's another story.
Anyway, I messaged Wrexham. Free Ashes Carl, the CEO. So I messaged on. I said, look.
I thought he might have known Ryan Reynolds though through your acting. Acting, I didn't get started.
I seen the horse.
Tell you.
No, that story when we were watching it back, it was like jumpy. It was a good story. That it is. Actually happening. I'll update again tomorrow.
Yeah, man. No.
But let's just finish what I was saying. So I messaged that saying, I've got this mate. I pretend he was my mate. He played for Newcastle. His contract ran out while he was an injury. He's still young. Like, and he could do more than a job for you, and he could help you gain your promotion. Like, if you just want to think about it, this is my number, and I'll put you in direct contact with each other. Can you imagine if they message you back? And I ring down and say, "Get in touch with Matty. Tell him I've got him in at Wrexham." That's it. It's a game changer.
Be football agent.
Melbourne Barnes agencies. Good.
You could,
Dobie, man. You're not Dobie.
No.
Dobie. Like, I would have him everywhere. I would have him front seats everywhere. You know, like, you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because he's in his prime. He should be, like, at main events and, you know, like, it's a good selling point. You know what I mean? He could actually, like, be, well, I don't want to say manage a lot better, but, you know what I mean? Like, I honestly think I could, because I'm a little blagger. You know what I mean?
Get you in anyway.
That's how I get in, like, jobs on acting and that, because I just message direct. Say, look, I know this is not normally the way, but he has me CV and all that, and, like, you know what I mean? And I've got it.
Spin a tail.
Next thing you know, I'm in bonded by blood too, selling someone off shotguns to the ethics boys. I was like, yeah. So, what's the next one?
Why do you not ask Gary Neville while you're on for Salford?
Well, I say Gary Neville, right? Honestly, for Salford, because Salford's another club, isn't it?
I was joking, man.
Yeah, Newport Sound. Did you see that kid?
Aye.
Ian.
Aye.
Like, they love players like Mike Longstaff.
Get him in.
It's somewhere to play a trade, and if you do well, clubs are looking there, man.
Yeah.
Clubs are looking at these. But Gateshead, I think it's just a little bit too forward, isn't it?
Aye.
Personally. But
anyways, back to the show.
Aye. Good win for Crystal Palace that against Brighton.
You mean good win for Brighton against Palace?
Palace. You said 4-1, man.
To Brighton?
I thought it meant for Palace.
No, you says good, because then you says Brighton's been hit to missy.
Aye. It's a good win for them.
Right.
Definitely.
Another Desmond Tutu. Burnley against Fulham.
Do you know what it is? I used to put a bet on, right? Any 3 teams in the Premier League would draw 2s each. mint odds, and it was free two each draws, wasn't that?
Was
It was
it?
Everton, West Ham, and another team
Burnley.
2 each.
Burnley Fulham.
Burnley Fulham. Is that what I knew?
That's the one that won. So Fulham went 2-0 up in this game. And then they come back. That's for Farner. Scored in 90+1. Good point for Burnley, that.
Massive point.
Because
is it going to be enough for them, though? Is these points and stuff that they're picking up?
I mean, Burnley,
winning,
because Burnley and Sheffield United, they're like 6 points. Wait, Burnley's 6 points off Everton, who's a point off Luton. Forest slipping though; they're close. Big game for them against Newcastle tomorrow at home.
Who is Forest?
Forest's at home to the 2-9.
Colin, you began to that, are you? You began to that?
I think
you've been a top fan.
Dobby's gone and he's in.
Oh, Dobby's a top fan. I don't know about Colin. Colin says, like, look, sure, the Titanic turns quicker than that. Ever. You get straight into your squad, man.
Squad?
Aye.
First team.
Straight in. First on the team sheet.
In front of
Dan.
Dan.
The best left backs in the league, man. Daniel, it's me, man.
That's the one.
Like,
right, next one.
Yes.
4-4, Newcastle, Luton.
4-2 up.
At home.
4-2 up. I'm watching it on at me father-in-law's on the well, I'm watching it. 4-2 up. I never felt like Luton was gonna win. I always felt like the two were gonna
come back into it.
I thought they were gonna win it. But you've got to blame Eddie Howe. I think you can't blame anybody else. If you change that team at half time, right, and you put Livermore straight on there and you take Almiron off, because them two were
the weak links.
It was clear for everybody to say that they were the weak links.
Do you think because of this, whatever's happened with Almiron, do you think that's is that why he's gone off the boil? Because he nearly left, didn't he?
There's loads of speculation about that.
I think they'd agreed a fee and stuff, hadn't they? But then he didn't end up gone. Is that playing a part because he wasn't in the squad at one point, and then he comes back in and think, why?
To be honest with you, right? And I know this is going to sound harsh.
Do you think they tried to force him out?
I just think Almiron's I don't know, he's not my type of player.
But he's
effective, isn't he? He score goals and he makes defenders.
And let's think, for the last 2 years, he's come on massive from where he was. The amount of goals that he's contributed to Newcastle over the past couple of seasons, it's been meant for him, really, hasn't it?
But he's like a heedless chicken, I think. Yeah, you didn't ever expect him to D out. I bet you any Toon fan watching this can honestly say when he picks that ball up the halfway line, even when he does run through and do something, you're not expecting it. You're always expecting him to lose it, aren't you?
Where they normally they normally always try that overlap with Trippier, where he plays the ball, Trippier cuts it back, and then he comes inside and puts it in the far corner every single time. But now I think, if they were going, I don't know how much they were wanting for him, but maybe that's had an effect on his game, Maybe, I don't know.
Well, I think there's definitely better strikers out there, but honestly.
But Harvey Barnes is back.
Harvey Barnes, he came on, made an impact. He could have actually won it. He could have won it for them. He had another chance and he put it wide of the post, or he hit the post even.
Right.
It was one of the two.
I didn't watch the game
but the Toon, even though Luton they scored 4, I always thought the Toon were going to win it.
Well, the better team.
They had it in them. They were just. But Luton's been a surprise package, haven't they?
Aye.
They'll
breath of fresh air, aren't they, really?
Didn't give them corners or free kicks because 19
team, aye.
You know what I mean? And that's where they're punishing you. And I don't know, he was...
Ross Barkley, he's still got it, hasn't he?
He's unbelievable, mate.
I don't know what happened with him. He went to Chelsea from Everton. He got that big move, which everyone thought he deserved, because he was always mint, wasn't he? He always reminded me of like a Rooney player when he came, he'd pick the ball up and he'll just drive and he can score from range. He can score all different types of goals. I don't know. And then he went to Chelsea and just something didn't happen. And then I don't know if he was a bad trainer or. but he didn't seem to get like a proper chance, a break, did he?
I think it's like what we were talking about the other week, when we're on about these big money moves, and you put that on the player.
And they
I think
just
a
kind
lot
of
of them
handle
can't
it.
take it. Whereas at Luton, he's got knee pressure. They didn't expect to stay up. Like they basically just said to him, "Go and play in midfield and just help with the lads."
Well,
And he's just playing so freely. He dictates the game.
It was like Zaha when he went to Man United, wasn't it? Like he was
Couldn't do it.
excellent and then couldn't do it there. It's like you say, it's the pressure. And like, so, I mean, that Morgan Schneiderlin, he was meant at Southampton, come to Man, he couldn't do it. And it ruins players' careers, but you're not going to turn the move, are you?
No.
But Ross Barkley, my point anyway on that was, he scored again. But he looks class, and like even in that team, like he's running the show. He's getting them loads of goals, and they're getting points.
Agreeing with here, and I'll Billy Noble saying Miggy shit. Barkley was the best player on the pitch, says Dave Armstrong. So does Billy say Barkley was class. Martin Gallen says Ross Barkley bossed that whole game.
Well,
Dave Armstrong says it was Gary Ruff this morning. Gary Ruff, man, he's been at the gym, wasn't he?
Really?
Yeah.
No. No time for Ruff. Yeah. But back to that Ross Barkley, like.
Will he get into a move? Or do you think he stays there?
But that's the
Depends
thing.
where they end up.
Because like when I've watched Luton this season, I've seen them like 4 or 5 different occasions, and he's always been the standard player.
Yeah.
Like it's a fly 90. And I just think he's a class player. Like it doesn't matter who they're playing against, he gets on the ball and he's brave with it. And I just think
Luton stay up.
They might, Yeah.
I
just think Sheffield United and Burnley.
Oh crap!
I would shut the blinds if they were playing in the back garden. Luton, I didn't mind because they're having a go. Forest, they have a go. It's just who's that other team that you? Who do you think are going to do? I mean, you've got to see it from Palace. I think Fulham. So say from Bournemouth, 27 points, right? Doing to 19.
I think it's Burnley, Sheffield United, and Palace.
Palace.
Aye.
So they're on 24.
They just kind of get it together.
You know what it is? I wouldn't be.
Roy Hodgson.
They're one of them teams that I wouldn't be bothered if they went. They're an awful team.
Miles away.
It's shit. They're just a horrible team. Like they didn't know fan out.
No.
Whereas Brentford, Forest, Fulham, like they'll give you they'll give you a good game. And Luton, they've been a good addition to the Premier League, I think.
And I think the fans will be absolutely out of the money now to survive.
When we talked to them,
that's
season ticket
to survive.
The says we're now having another season. They'd already accepted they were getting relegated.
Imagine this.
But they knew that.
But then they get a balloon payment if they can't do it, so it's like it's catch-22, isn't it? You can't do it and take the balloon payment. With that kind of money to that club would be loads, wouldn't it? It'd be like
I don't know. You probably get it. It's probably a lot of money for TV staying in the Premier League.
More than the balloon. You reckon? Definitely Luton, because Luton's getting a lot of airtime, aren't they? Because they're interested in the, they want to.
And there's a story behind it with the living room, and I love it, mate. I think I hope to stay up, but good point for them. That we at Newcastle, you probably wouldn't expect them to get out there, would you?
No.
So a good point for Luton, but by what you're saying, it seems like it was points dropped for Newcastle. Then the later game was Aston Villa 5, Sheffield United 0. They're just crap, aren't they?
Aston Villa 5. Well, they're not at Sheffield United.
Sheffield United.
So Sheffield United 0, Aston Villa 5.
So, because did he watch Villa through the week against Chelsea? Like, if Man United didn't go on there on Sunday and hammer, they're awful.
It'll be typical. Like everybody, United is everybody's cup final.
I know.
The two went to Sheffield United and won 8-0. We went to Sheffield United and we met them look like primetime Barcelona. They weren't real, weren't they?
I think the highlight of that game was when that bloke tried to run on the pitch for diving, wasn't it? They let him.
You can just get access to the pitch. Like, I've never seen no like him. You like me and you on the pitch. Where were they?
The Man United. The wife, she was foaming with him once. She was when we were putting a complaint into them because you could literally walk onto the pitch, couldn't you? And he was doing his little dive. Who was that at? He kept saying someone was diving. He went out to them, didn't he? And he kept doing that.
It's not Canacho.
Might have been.
I think it was, Because he got up to him, didn't he? And the Man United, what he call it, was saying, how have you let him get that close? Like, he was literally face to face one.
Doing this.
It was mental.
5-0 anyways.
Yeah.
Sheffield United, they're gone them, I think. Like they've
definitely gone, mate.
The crap.
We've gotten out. You know, like they'll play against teams of the same kind of stance and they'll nick a draw. You can't do that. You've got to win them. I mean,
there was one player when we played against them that looked all right. Other than that,
the winger.
Aye.
What's he called? See if he was on. He's a talent, him. He's got McAtee. He was a good player.
Other than that, like he's just, I don't know. They just haven't got out about them. I don't think. Easy win for Villa. But do you like Douglas Luiz for Villa?
I have him tomorrow.
He's a good player, and
unbelievable. Honestly,
I really do like him.
I have him tomorrow.
I think that he's like a United player where he'd come now like as a Casemiro replacement. I would like being in the Prem.
You've got Mino, man. You know, I've got Mino coming through.
Oh, you play him alongside him, couldn't you?
Do you want to continue playing with two defensive midfielders? I didn't.
Not really, but Mino, like we said the other day, he went to Vignette, didn't he?
They tried it, didn't they?
Aye, for a little bit.
I'm Villa because they got beat through the week and all, didn't they?
Chelsea.
And then they got.
But you know,
the Toon beat them. The Toon beat the record. Like nobody's won there at Villa Park for. I think.
However,
you know.
Was it?
Aye.
Jeez, I didn't rate them that, but like I was sitting watching them the other night against Chelsea, and I thought, oh, maybe he's got like a weekend team or something, and looking, you think, no, he's starting. Thinking, I think they had a couple of centre halves injured. You know, the Pau Torres or something. Yeah, and I wasn't playing.
Notice them, to be honest with you. I just, like, obviously they were doing
really well.
That's why I was like focusing a little bit more on them because they were. I think they were sitting third. I was still sitting third. We beat them at the weekend. Have a look. I'm sure we're five.
We can, them. But if we get beat off them against them 11, because it is currently 8.
11 points.
Quick maths, that one.
Villa.
If we get beat,
that's a mental lot.
Aye. Honestly. But if you beat them, it's 5.
Aye.
We've got to beat them.
Aye,
we've got to beat them.
We'll beat them.
But that was. That was Saturday's games. Sunday.
Was that a Friday game?
Nah, there wasn't. Yeah. Sunday was Bournemouth Forest 1-1. Bournemouth red card. I would have expected Bournemouth to win that at home. Like I say, I mean they've been alright at home.
Forest is obviously they've got that Nino
spirit.
Aye, and he does play attractive football. He wants to win games. He doesn't go for draws.
Aye.
He wants to win games. And you can see it that they're in that process of like changing that style of play. So I think Forest will be all right. They'll stay up, me.
Do you?
I just hope it comes after the 28th of Feb after we play them.
Do you think they'll be out against Newcastle? Them or we're going to get to that?
We'll get to that, but I think they will. Honestly,
1-1. Chelsea 2, Wolves 4.
Mental. Absolutely bonkers.
Not surprising, though.
Chelsea spent £1 billion, man.
Aye.
£1 billion.
Like, you can...
just kind of click, can they?
But they look like they're starting in certain games. Like the other...
Like last night?
The first half.
Last night they played and won 3-0.
Against... Wait, 3-1 had finished against... what was that one? Against Villa. First half, they looked mint. Second half, like... took their foot off a little bit. I tell you what, Cole Palmer's a good player. Like
Cole Palmer is a good player. He's
very good player.
But again, he's a Man United fan, him, you know.
Is he? I take him on a heartbeat.
But he was at City.
Like he's made Sancho.
Aye, like so.
Good player. Good win for Wolves. You know that Gary O'Neill. You know at the beginning of the season we were talking about this. Quite a few times actually on the thing, weren't we? And they were having some absolutely stinking luck. Like when we were saying, like it was costing them like a point here, a point there, 3 points because the bad luck with the penalty decisions and stuff like that. Gary O'Neill, and he's coming out at the end, and he just took it on the chin, and he's like, against like
salute.
He's hoping it does. But they're playing good football. They're not a bad side. Obviously, they got beat off us, but you'd expect that, wouldn't you? But they're not a bad. Wolves were always a crap team to watch. Like, didn't know how to put them.
Like a draw, didn't
they would just sit. But now, like, they've got players like that Kuna and stuff. And he got a hat trick actually. That's Sariba and Neto, good players. I mean, we're talking about it through the Man U game. That Kuna,
did he?
Aye. But the play some good stuff. I mean, that, by the way, that game against Man U, like, what a goal by Manu at the end. But that was mental. That I says to you, didn't I, Gans? We're going to chuck this away. And we're like, nah. Then again, 3-1 up. And then, but good game. Like, Wolves, I just think he deserves a bit of credit because he came in after getting sacked off Bournemouth. And he's just got them playing good football. So they're good to watch, basically. And 4-2 away to Chelsea. They probably wouldn't have expected to get that. It gans to show you, though, if you get into these stadiums and you have a go, rather than just sitting back trying to nick a one out there or something, that they're not unbeatable.
Yeah. Play football, like.
Can?
These comments have gone off.
Have they?
Aye. Gone like blank, so I can't even click on it.
Yeah, joking.
Why it's saying that? Don't worry.
Then Manchester United 3, West Ham 0. Obviously, we were at that game. And getting into it, I mean, I think we expected to beat them, didn't we? It was one of them games where they were like just in front of us, so we're hoping like we've got to win this game. It was a must-win game. And to be honest, I mean, the first 15, 20 minutes, like West Ham had a bit of the ball and stuff like that, and you're thinking, oh, it's going to be another one of them days. But then, like, Garnacho, everything he touched went out of play. He was trying his runs, now it clicked. And then you get to obviously, Højlund gets his goal. But then the second half, that could have been a cricket score.
No.
Where Garnacho was just, like, unplayable in that second half. And in the first half, I was giving him crap because I was like,
it's crap.
It's crap. This like you can't even keep the ball in play. You didn't look like interest. Second half, every time you got it, it was just direct. But there was the midfield and all though.
Do you know what? I firmly believe this. Garnacho's box with his band and his lasses near the Stretford end
in that corner.
Aye. If you notice, you know where he's sat on the board. His box is directly behind.
Is it?
Directly behind. If you notice, every time he does,
is that where yours is?
He looks up. Yeah. you know, like
does he? It was meant that one up when they were sitting on the thing, and then Manu wins Højlund.
Because it was the three of them.
Aye.
Højlund.
Build your team on that.
Aye.
And aye.
But the first half, I thought West Ham could have quite easily been in the lead.
Aye. No, they could have.
I thought they could have been 2-1 up. It was. We got a goal, but it wasn't, very convincing. Second half, like
men's goal, that by the way, though.
Oh, unreal!
Hell of a finish.
Oh, he came out and it looked like he was limping.
Playing the guitar.
And I was thinking as he was limping, that's him washed in front of the disabled section. I'm thinking that.
But his air guitar out.
But he was playing his guitar. I was thinking, he's some boy.
No, it was a good goal.
Absolutely class.
Hour the moon for him.
Aye.
You're not here about it now, though, because that's 5 in a row in the Premier League.
Mate, he is going to be
good.
He's going to be like a Ruud van Nistelrooy him.
Aye.
He's going to score for fun. Once it clicks,
explosive, and he's he's rapid as well, and he's big, strong. I like him. Then Garnacho 2 goals in the second half. Like I say, I mean, I thought that could have been anything in the second half. We had loads, and I mean, Rashford had a few chances, played much better again. He just seemed, whatever happened, he went in, he's apologised, he's cleared the air, something that Sancho couldn't do because of either his ego or people around him, I don't know. Which is fair enough. Like, Rashford's went in, he's accepted, he went on the piss with Johnny Evans in Belfast or whatever they'd done. He fucked up, he's rang, he went in, apologised.
Come and score a goal.
Aye, in the next game, he went and played.
Starting.
It started, and he just looked like he had a little bit of something. And I know people will jump on the guy, but he shouldn't like have to do that. Like he's human, he's 20-odd year lad, like he's a young lad.
Team Jigsaw's a night.
You know what I mean? Though it's
like that's the difference, isn't it?
It's
you apologise, you're back in the squad. He didn't apologise. Sancho. Shame, but I don't know.
But he looked a different beast. He looked like he had a little
player. He looked a different player.
Good win anyway.
Aye.
Puts her back in the mix. Back in the mix.
We fell out the weekend.
Then it's a different story.
I'm having a title charge, mate. Army says, all right, lads, I see Man United beating Villa this weekend. From what I've seen of Villa past few games, playing terrible.
I agree.
I definitely Army, lad. Hope you're well, son. And there was one more game.
There was. I wasn't sure if you were going to run the ads or.
We'll run the ads and
after
we'll get through this. Then we'll go through the pictures.
Right. So last game of the Sunday was Arsenal 3, Liverpool 1. I mean, you know what it is though. You know what it is.
Like, got it right. Ever since he said that, it's all gone right.
You know what it is. Well, like obviously they played in the cup, right? Yeah. And Liverpool beat them, didn't they?
Aye.
So, but even in that game, Arsenal, like in the first half, they had loads and loads. I think did we not watch it on here afterwards? Aye. And Arsenal were battering like. It wasn't a true reflection on that game, and I fancied Arsenal to beat them.
Somebody got sent off, didn't they?
Konate, I 2 yellows get sent off in the 80th minute. At 2-1, Trossard come on and scored. 3-1, but that makes things interesting because no one wants Liverpool to win the league, do they?
No,
surely,
definitely not.
And they were on a run though, weren't they? Yeah. Liverpool, they just looked like they were picking that form up.
But you can't rule City, can you?
No, because they'll get on that 20 unbeaten.
What City went and beat Brentford 3-1, didn't they?
Comfortably.
Aye.
That was the next game Monday night.
Brentford half time, City full.
Right.
City scored in the 47th minute.
It's just your luck, that.
I says, honestly, couldn't wait this. I was sitting there with something to eat. I thought, we'll go to the casino if I win this. Gordon. In.
Good goal, though.
I've got him in my dream team.
So now, Liverpool played 23, 51 points. Mm-hmm. Arsenal 23 games, got 49 points. City's 22 games, 49 points. Win that game in hand in the top.
City.
Mm-hmm. You know what it is? I'd still rather they won the league than Liverpool.
100%.
The
only league Liverpool won was the COVID league, when that was happening, right?
No fans.
Like nobody was interested.
I mean, we
won the league. Like, wow.
Did we not get beat 7-0 of Spurs? When Martial got sent off. It was something like that.
Shut up, man.
Spurs came up. Remember when Mourinho was there? Mourinho was at Spurs. We got battered off something. I'm sure it was Spurs, you know.
Lee Seals. Hope you're well, lads.
Oh, hello, Lee. Yeah, right, lad.
I was getting beat. You know
Lee, I was really good friends with him. Aye. Really good friends with Lee.
Darren's relative, isn't he?
Aye.
The Harmisons, aren't they?
Used to live on the end street next to where Blake used to.
Aye, he did, on the corner.
Aye.
Good friend. Back in the day, young Seal, you, wasn't he? Yeah. And Jay Welch says you won't stop City.
Nah,
probably not cheap, to be fair, mate. But I'd rather them.
But someone might with 115 charges, however many it is now.
Aye, absolutely. So there should be, like everything's getting done, and they're on about Forest getting done. So
Oh, they will. They're going to get the book thrown at them now.
We'll come back in a couple of minutes.
Monday.
Aye, City.
Brentford 1, City 3.
Just said that one. We're just gonna have a quick toilet break, right? We'll come back and we're gonna talk about the upcoming fixtures this weekend. Stay tuned, ladies and gents.
Has anyone commented on the?
Nah. So for those that are watching new that weren't at the beginning, can you name 5 players with a surname of 4 letters or less who have scored 100 plus Premier League goals? No Googling, because that's too easy. See you in a minute. These carpets and beds, laying our reputation one recommendation at a time. You can find us at 63 Station Road in Ashington, Northumberland, just over the station bridge near the council offices. Email sales@mellysbedsandcarpets.co.uk or call 01670 632216. We're also on Facebook. The best quality around at the cheapest prices. JB Glazing and Joinery Limited from Ashington and Northumberland, with serving all the surrounding areas, covering all aspects of double glazing, warm roofs and joinery. Call Gary during working hours on 07825 160 777, or you can find them on Trustpilot, where you'll find JB Glazing and Joinery with 5-star reviews. A1 Fire Stopping and Drilling Service, who specialise in installation and maintenance of passive fire protection, fire stopping and thermal insulation systems. You can email your query to martin.gallen@a1firestop.co.uk or call during work hours 07751 429 045. A1 Fire Stopping Services. Ashington Properties, whose company mission is to create high quality homes for the local people of Northumberland and whose values are transparency, trust and loyalty. You can email them at ashingtonproperties@gmail.com or call during working hours to 07985 203 094. And finally, if you're wanting to look sharp, Musk Cuts down in Newbiggin, a top class barber. You can call them on 07519 077787. Always look your best when you get cut off Muzz. These carpets and beds, laying our reputation one recommendation at a time. You can find us at 63 Station Road in Ashington, Northumberland, just over the station bridge near the council offices. Email sales@mellysbedsandcarpets.co.uk or call 01670 632216. We're also on Facebook. The best quality around at the cheapest prices. JB Glazing and Joinery Limited from Ashington and Northumberland, with serving all the surrounding areas, covering all aspects of double glazing, warm roofs and joinery. Call Gary during working hours on 07825 160 777, or you can find them on Trustpilot, where you'll find JB Glazing and Joinery with 5-star reviews. A1 Fire Stopping and Drilling Service, who specialise in installation and maintenance of passive fire protection, fire stopping and thermal insulation systems. You can email your query to martin@gallen@a1firestop.co.uk or call during work hours 07751 429 045. A1 Fire Stopping Services. Ashington Properties, whose company mission is to create high quality homes for the local people of Northumberland and whose values are transparency, trust and loyalty. You can email them at ashingtonproperties@gmail.com or call during working hours to 07985 203 094. And finally, if you're wanting to look sharp, Musk Cuts down in Newbiggin, a top class barber. You can call them on 07519 077787. Always look your best when you get cut off Muzz. Let's just touch on Musk Cuts quickly. He had a professional footballer in history.
Give our.
Oh, yeah.
Did he?
From Hartlepool, but still like a pro, isn't it? Hartlepool's professional, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Good little barber. Your man has on. Evening, lads.
Unbelievable, Jeff.
Unbelievable, Jeff. We'll see you on Sunday, man. The first round's on you, right?
Is she taking one to Villa?
Are you going to take one to Villa? From wherever you pick them up from? Right.
I think she's got a table booked for it. Who does?
He's joking me out.
Shut your mouth.
Is that? Good. Hey, you're some boy, lad, I tell you. Right, coming up is our predictions for this week's games. And nobody so far is getting the 5 Premier League players who have scored 100 plus Premier League goals with 4 letters in their initials or less.
So when we done it earlier, the ones that I didn't have thought was Michael Owen was one of them.
Michael Owen, yeah.
Andy Cole said. What's it to say? Michael Owen.
Michael Owen.
Andy Cole.
Harry Kane.
And then I said Darren Bent, but I wasn't.
Can you search it up?
I don't know.
Go on, have a look.
That's cheating.
And I put one now who it is. Come on. Who has scored 100
but that's cheating.
plus?
Wait until the end of the show.
Yeah, I will, but I need that. Cole, Owen, Kane. There's only 4.
Was it Bent?
It was Bent. Yeah,
I got it.
Darren Bent.
Yeah.
Darren Bent, Harry Kane, Michael Owen, and Andy Cole. Andy Cole.
Andy Cole. When he gets the ball, he scores a goal. Andy Cole. Get in.
Where did
I got them.
Where did he sing
So I
from?
done it, didn't I?
Aye.
Get in.
Where did Cole sing from?
Where did he come from before Newcastle?
Was he Brighton, Bristol City?
Bristol City, was it?
I think it was, aye. Spurs won 6-1, Army says.
Was it 6-1?
Aye.
I remember they were thrashing because Martial got sent off, didn't he?
Billy Noble says Cole, Kane, Son, and Owen. Son hasn't. I've just searched there. Billy.
No, but
Martin
he's just
Gallen
having a go, isn't he?
Aye, singing more songs, I see. Arsenal to Bristol City, then Newcastle. Andy Cole.
I got aye.
He was at Arsenal, Billy.
Was I?
Was he?
Aye.
Unbelievable, that. It's like Kevin De Bruyne, isn't it? And he good at Chelsea.
But did Shearer not get released by Newcastle? Then he went to Southampton.
Did he?
Sure he did. Was he not a Cromlech?
Thanks to the two that.
Was he not Cromlech or something? And then Newcastle, and then aye.
Same as our kid played for Liverpool. From Morpeth, mate. Another right back.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's McConnell.
Aye.
Midfielder, and that's Bradley.
Oh, I thought he was a right back.
No, that's Keegan Bradley or something like that, isn't it?
Is it?
Is it not Jack? Is it not Jack McConnell, the midfielder?
He's a right back, Gallen. Who was he? He now allowed to boot him.
Is it not McConnell?
He text me boot him. I'm sure it is, but I'm sure he's a right back. I think he's a midfielder.
I'm sure he is. I may be wrong, mate.
Billy says he not released by Newcastle. He chose Southampton.
Did he?
Aye.
Alright.
And then he turned his. Oh no, he turned us doing, didn't he? A little bit extra money. But the two thing it was because he
You owed some.
Aye. Both Martin Gallen and Billy Noble is saying that McConnell is a centre mid. You're right.
I'm not often wrong.
Right, man. That's he. Jesus.
Don't worry, Melly. I'll keep you right.
He's not around.
Right.
I'm sure it was Gallen telling me he was a right back though.
Aye. Saturday's games.
Yes.
Upcoming fixtures. Man City against Everton. 12:30 kickoff. Oh, didn't put a bet on.
No, never back the early start ever. Could Melly's flyer win, Gallandina? No idea, just like going off subject.
Who are you going for?
You've got to go for City, haven't you? I'd like to think that will be a draw.
Cannot say it.
No. City's just hitting that stride now, aren't they?
Aye.
One booster, definitely, Billy.
Aye, if you're back in Everton.
If you're back. Well, I made back City. And
how about then Liverpool might win the league? We don't want that either. Like, no, City, they're just.
I get your predictions in. Jay Welsh has started. He's gone City 3, Everton 0. Aye.
Foden hat-trick the other day. He's meant
for
play. Aye. That Alvarez is a good player as well.
Aye, he can play like.
Yeah.
You just pick the good players up, I think.
And
they're not like fortunes.
No.
They can fit the system.
But Alvarez was like 19 million last January or something, wasn't he?
19 million.
Mm-hmm.
Lee Seals is saying 2-1 to City. Gallen City had 100 quid on Melly's flyer, 8-1.
To win?
It's the 8, but he didn't.
What's that, a horse?
I've backed it 10 times, it's won once. Horse. Still running. Last time I backed it.
So, everyone getting City. Aye. I cannot see anything but a City win. But you never know. Fulham, Bournemouth.
Fulham at home.
Fulham at home.
It's got draw written all over it, isn't it?
I think so, aye. They're like, that fly still got you. The deed close in the table, them, I'm sure they were both like around the 26-point mark. So it's a aye, they are 12th and 13th, 27, 26 in Bournemouth's favour. So Fulham, I say that they're only 7 points above relegation, really. So they could do picking some home points up, couldn't they?
Billy Noble says City 4-1. If it was a Goodison, it would be closer.
I'd probably agree with someone close to that. Like
Jay Welsh has gone Fulham 1, Bournemouth 1, and Billy's also going for a score draw with 2s each.
Desmond,
I think I'm going to have to go now to piece.
Oh yeah, I think I can see goals.
Still, mate.
I think a Fulham win.
Yeah.
Aye.
What are you going for?
2-1.
2-1.
Aye. 2-1 Fulham. Liverpool, Burnley.
Again, I put Nunes and Jota into my dream team this week because I just think it will be a
cricket score.
I think it'll be 4-5 now to Liverpool.
Burnley might pick points up at home. On the road against teams like that, they will literally go and just try and defend.
10 men by the
It'll be a crap game, lad.
What you going for?
4-0.
4-0 Liverpool.
Aye, something like that.
Do you mess up your dream team or not?
Who, me? Am I above you or not?
Nah.
Am I not?
Nah.
Sometimes.
Football, man.
Sometimes I do. I don't know.
Welshie and Billy Noble have both gone for 4-0.
Oh, same.
Liverpool.
That's what I think, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Luton at home to Sheffield United. I'm going to Luton win.
I'm going Luton and all. I'm going 3-1.
Aye. 2-0.
2-0.
2-0 to Luton. Sheffield United, they're just...
Sheffield United just took their old manager back on, didn't they?
Yeah.
Chris Wilder.
Chris Wilder, right.
I just don't think they're... I don't think there's notes. Tell you what it is. I used to in the same room, Welshie and Billy. Because both of them have gone again 2-0 to Sheffield United.
Sheffield United?
Luton, sorry.
Oh, I was going to say.
Luton 2, Sheffield United 0, both of them.
Huh? Is that what I said as well?
Aye.
Same.
Tell you what.
Spurs Brighton.
Spurs and Brighton.
That's be a decent game, that maybe.
Alan's gone 3-2 to Luton.
Is he?
I score. I just can't say Sheffield United scoring, Gallon, to be honest with you, mate.
Struggling for goals.
Struggling, aren't they? Aye.
You never know, though.
Aye.
Spurs Brighton. 3 o'clock kicker. Probably deserved the coverage, that, didn't it? Spurs Brighton would be a decent game, that. You see Brighton's been...
I'm not having this, Gary.
They haven't got it again.
Aye.
Well, it's a draw. 1-1.
Yeah, well, she's gone 3-1 to Brighton. And so is Billy. Spurs, sorry. Spurs 3, Brighton 1, both of them.
What do they think Spurs will win?
Aye.
Oh, no, I'm going Brighton, me.
Are you?
Aye.
You're going Brighton to beat Spurs?
Mm-hmm.
At Spurs?
Aye, Spurs was shit the other day again.
I'm going to go 2s each.
Desmond. Wait, Is that 2? That's 2? If you find another one, you better put your 3 2s on.
10 accumulator.
Gallon,
I like that Diaz, to be honest with you. You're saying Diaz will score. I like him.
Oh, Barrett and Diaz from Blackburn.
No.
Wait,
I think for Liverpool. Is he on about Liverpool?
Was he not on with Sheffield United because he said they can't score goals?
Oh,
So they've just brought that Brereton Diaz in from. But no, I'm sure he was at Blackburn, and he scored a shitload of goals last year. And then I don't know if he went on loan or if he got sold to somewhere in Spain.
Good.
Aye. Oh man, who did he end up playing for? Nationality?
Diaz.
No, but he was like he could have. I think he could have played for England or something. But then he's ended up getting. Is it like Colombia or something? He was in the World Cup.
Sounds like it.
He was in the World Cup.
Yeah, sounds like it.
He's. I think he scored a couple since he come in. Chile. Aye, that's it.
Aye, he went on loan. JC's to Villarreal.
Aye, I thought it was Spain. No, he is.
Gary's right again. He is. Aye,
he's a half decent player. Anyways, but no, what I was going to say is Brighton 35 points, Spurs 44. Both played the same. We could deal with the Brighton win. So could Newcastle. I don't know, because Brighton's just in front of them. So I don't know. We could deal with a Brighton win, but Liverpool probably want to draw. It's one of them ones, isn't it? But either way. Anyways, so what are you saying for that?
I'm gonna go for Brighton.
Brighton win as well.
Aye,
I think so. I'm gonna go
either a Brighton win or a score draw. 2-2. Aye.
Desmond.
Yeah.
Wolves at home to Brentford. That might end up being an alright game. That.
I'm going to 2-1 Wolves.
Aye, I fancy Wolves like a 3-4. They've been decent. It might be an alright game to watch. That. 3 o'clock again. I'm going to say Wolves home win.
3 o'clock on a Sunday.
These are Saturday games.
Oh, I thought you were on Sunday.
No, not yet.
Gary.
What?
They must have seen your comments.
They haven't gotten it again.
They've done it again. They're both going for a 2-2 draw.
What, Wolves Brentford?
Aye.
Are they? You're going to have to put that one on, aren't you?
I'm going to write all these two at the end. It's meant like these lads, honestly.
Wolves Brentford.
Look, Billy Noble, 2-2 draw. Jay Welch, 2-2. Crackers. What's the next game so they can get it right? Billy's on YouTube, so you can't be seeing what he's saying.
Forest against Newcastle.
Forest against the Toon. This is where they'll get it different because that tunnel vision, you know what I mean? Billy's a little bit of a realist. Well, she'll think we'll win 5-0. Billy's on YouTube, another kid on Facebook. He's mental. Absolutely crackers. Let's see what they come up with here. He's copying me, says Welshie. Billy has gone for. You're not gonna believe this. Is it 2 at home?
No.
Right. I'm not gonna say until Welshie says what he's put on. Oh, they've gone different. Billy said 2-1 to the Toon, and Welshie's gone 3-1. I tell you, Welshie was tunnel vision, didn't I?
Oh,
I think she was heating on his heart.
I think Newcastle win that game.
Aye.
I do.
Thinks with his heart, not his heat.
Aye. I knew what you meant.
You think the Toon will win?
I think Newcastle will beat them.
Your man, that's gone 2-1 to the Toon now. I can't see it.
Close. I think it'll be a close-ish game.
Yeah, I do. Honestly.
Are you got your road out?
Gallon's gone for 2s each. Gallon, are you gone? You will be, won't you? Because you never miss.
And that Dave wasn't. He was saying he's giving these tickets to Adobe or something, but I don't know if Gallon's gone on. I don't know.
Gallon will be gone. He never misses one.
Go on, Gallon, lad.
He's top fan. Top fan, Gallon. Home, away, darts, any part of the country. He's gone.
Does not like it.
He went to watch fucking fishing last week.
Fishing.
Are you gone, Gallon, or not? Let me know in the comments. Not that I need it now, because I know you probably will be. We've been.
I'm gonna go Newcastle 2-1 now.
Oh yeah?
Aye.
No, I'll take your money.
Eh?
I'll take your money.
Hold on.
I'll give you 6-1.
What for that?
Aye.
Give on the bookies.
Eh?
I give them all the bookies. 6-1 for a score. What for a correct score? Are you mad?
Tough game. Wood to score again.
Huh?
Wood to score again.
Oh,
Yeah,
remember?
yeah.
Aye,
Scored a
Wood.
hat-trick again, man.
Oh, aye. He would, wouldn't he?
Callan says you bet more last, mate. It's easier living on the road, so that means you can. He's no way he's gonna miss Forest. It's the best run in the away.
Tell him where to go before.
In it, it's
Tell
the
him
best away run in it.
I didn't get a ticket.
Oh, did you know that?
Remember. You give it a
Wood
Tim.
is out. Oh,
Huh?
Wood is out. Wood hamstring. He's out.
Oh. What, the Toonslayer?
The Toonslayer out. Gibbs White out.
Oh,
Oh,
definitely
my
Newcastle
God.
winning.
Jesus.
Nah, they're messing with him. That's what they're saying.
Tell you what it is. If he's didn't beat them, like with them players out, there's something sadly a matter here, like. Isn't that?
How's he out like? How's that Gibbs White out? He played the other day.
He got it on there.
What? I'm just looking to see
I'll
what.
tell you who's eating, who's not. 7-1 now, then Billy says.
Doesn't say no, like. Players to watch on first.
Got the bottom of the injury list. Yeah.
That's Newcastle. Doesn't Chris Woods on there, but it doesn't say nothing about Gibbs White. He's a good player. Him.
He is. Very good.
If they get doing, he'll be one of the first to it. I think they paid canny money for him, though, you know. He was at Wolves.
Gibbs White.
35 million, you know.
Martin Gallant says, just remember you go there next week. No, we can the week after them in the cup.
In the cup.
Aye. On Wednesday. I don't know why they're doing that. Why they put the FA Cup through the week? It's absolutely stupidity, that.
Used to always be a weekend, didn't it?
Aye. Sorry, 2 weeks. Aye, you're right. If we don't buy Gibbs White in the summer,
Who's that?
Billy Noble. Gibbs White doubtful, and they're looking at about 40 million. Says Billy Noble for Gibbs White. He's worth that, like, in today's market. Anyway, yes, yes. I mean, they'll get 40 million for a meal run, man.
No, what I was gonna say.
Like he's carrying the heaviest bags.
What I was gonna say is he was just a championship player on loan when he went to Forest for 35 million.
Uh-huh.
Now he's a Premier League proven player that's playing well. If he think he's only went up 5 million, that's mental, because he obviously seen like he's what he was capable of. I think you're gonna be spending more than that on him.
Oh,
do you not? If he was
it's how much he's worth
to Forest.
And
they've got money.
80 million.
They've got money, haven't they?
Aye.
They've got good owners, haven't they? It's like that Douglas Luiz at Villa.
Aye.
Like, I don't know how much they paid for him, but Villa's got rich owners. You're going to need to tempt them to prize them away. 60 to 70 million, Jay Welsh reckons. I reckon it would be round about that. Like,
Gallant saying, it's a piss take. It is the only round from start to final that is midweek. If you get through this, again, back to the weekend.
Oh, we'll get through.
Aye, hopefully.
Who's the Toon got?
The last time. Who's the Toon got? Was it Fulham away? Is it?
Aye.
No, Blackburn.
Blackburn
away. That's a hard game, you know.
Eh?
That's a hard game.
It's an awful place to go.
Aye, but you know what?
It'll be raining.
Blackburn's give them
20 quid
for £20 each.
Mint.
And that even
struggling.
Billy Noble says Fulham away.
No, it is Blackburn, isn't it?
Aye. Billy, who do you support? Toon.
No, because
you manager Blackburn, because Thomason has took the Sweden job.
Blackburn, they struggle like with the owners not having the like. When we're talking to the fans on the train, they were saying like they're hoping like for the next good player just to get by. So for them to take like less money, I think that's meant.
Lads, I haven't Billy's life new. Yeah, Billy, that was the last round low. Lad, you couldn't make it up. These Toon fans. They come to the closet and they're thinking that.
Right.
Let's
Sunday.
Where at?
Sunday.
Is this the United game? Yeah.
West Ham at home to Arsenal.
West Ham beat Arsenal this weekend.
Do you think?
Aye. Definitely.
Why?
Because they
just did.
I don't think Arsenal's all that clever.
Nah.
I don't like.
I mean, they were good.
Like,
you just didn't like Arsenal, do you?
Yeah, I don't. No. I've been there for the last 3 seasons and they've nicked the late win and the gamut. Like the last time we went, how seedy is this? Declan Rice scores in this player. Rice, baby. I thought, grow up. We've never heard you all game. They're like, They're the worst fans I've ever been in my life. And Rice scores and they play Rice, baby, and he's in the middle of the park and Rice. I was thinking, how are you?
This is pathetic.
How old are you? It's like, this is like
The
some
Super
kind of
Bowl.
entertainment. Like, honestly, you've nicked a win against the poor Man United and you're playing Rice, baby. I hope you get relegated.
They didn't even deserve to win, did
They
they?
didn't deserve to win.
Wait, because at 2-1, didn't Garnacho get that offside goal rolled in now? Was that game? Was that?
Yes.
It was. We should have been 3-1 up.
Running through.
No, we went 2-1 and then should have been 3-1.
Oh, no, man, it wasn't, man.
That was a different game, wasn't it?
No, it was 1 each, Gary. And he went running through to score the goal for 2-1, and they disallowed it.
Yeah,
he went and scored 2 quick
Was
goals.
it?
3-1.
Aye.
And it wasn't even offside. And the same Man United.
The line was like that, wasn't it?
Aye. Jesus. Billy Noble saying Shearer could still play for Blackburn. Probably could, mate. I'm sure they just sold the player lately for 20 million. And that's what the lads on the train were hoping for. That this player went for 20 million. Because they'll recruit 10 players for that 20 million, which is mental, like they're only a division behind us. And that's how they're operating. They're hoping like a young'un comes through and it ends up like they end up getting good money for them. And it helps them massively.
You know what they've got? What Newcastle haven't, though? The Premier League title.
Well, she's gone for the Hammers 1, Arsenal 2. Billy Noble says, wow, because he got it wrong. Nah, I don't think so. I see a draw there for Arsenal. That's your man, though, Webb. Martin Gallen is saying Arsenal 3, West Ham 1.
I think
as is Billy Noble. Gallen saying he was dead offside.
2-1, I'm saying Arsenal.
He wasn't offside, Gallen. Wasn't he not? It was short back and they made a mistake.
Did they?
They made a mistake. They had their hands up. Get the most important game of this weekend, Gary.
Aston Villa at home to Man United.
Yeah, did you like to? Come on. I'm going for. I'm just going to be realistic.
I'm going to be realistic. I'm going 5-0 Man U.
We'll see it every week. Highland
Harry.
I'm wasting a fortune on there.
Virgin bets like Kerry Gans again.
I put Highland to score Harrigan every single week in that. Hey.
No, I'm gonna be realistic.
Villa 2, Man U 2. Says Billy. What are you going for? Says Jay Sean.
I'm just gonna say 3-0 Man U.
Right.
Aye.
I think if we're going to go in the first half and we'll dictate the play, then we'll piss all over them. When we let them into it and the crowd get behind them, then we're in for a tough game. Mm-hmm. Tough game. Martin Gallen saying Villa 4, United 1. Billy Noble says fake United. He's obviously on about Newcastle because he's then gone on to say 7-0 to Villa. Your last one's take a drink off you, Billy. 7-0.
You know what I think?
He's come back and he's went 2-1 to Villa. You know, like if you're looking at it from an outsider's point of view, Villa's at home, they're being good. I mean, the Toon did crown off them last week in the lost their home record. So you can see why they're potentially saying 2-1 to Villa. But United are on the rise and they're starting to be hard to beat.
I just hope that injury to Martinez doesn't affect it too much because I think that was why we were starting to get a little bit. Just him on the ball is Minfos. He just dictates everything.
You know what's changed last season? Minu?
No, he has. But
Kobe Minu has changed.
He's calm
in that squad. They're looking at him and thinking he's a kid and he's dictating the play, and they're trying to be better because there's young kids come in at 17-year-old and he's like
they're worried about him.
Huh?
And Garnacho, we've got players that they're worried about now. Other teams. I hope. Wait, Harry Maguire. Hopefully, he'll come in. He'll play alongside Varane, and should be all right.
Right.
I mean, Ollie Watkins.
He's a good player, but you know, like if you
they should be big enough and strong.
Came with the game.
You would think so.
Very little. They've got McGinn, who plays with a chip on his shoulder, doesn't he?
Didn't need to play too high. Sit a little bit deeper. Didn't give them any space in mind because that Bailey and that Diaby, the shit off a stick. Them two. You didn't want to give them any space in behind. I think if we just try and I think we should beat them. Like
Mm.
from what I watched the other night, anyway.
Your man is saying that your hopes will beat them, but I think they will get a draw 1-1. And I'm sure you supported Man United when you lived in Lynmouth. Villa played some great footy. Two were lucky. Only because I hate the because this will be like a rival to whole new.
Like she was Birmingham, wasn't she?
Aye, so you Birmingham doing that? Are you Wolves? Are you Villa? Are you West Brom? Who are you, man, that doing that? Who do you support?
Birmingham.
And I supported Man U when you opened Northumberland. But who do you support new that you're doing that? They'll not miss as many chances as they did. Villa shit their pants. Once we got at them, it was 1-0 and they didn't want to get at them from the start. I hope so. Can we do a championship prediction for Jeff Turnbull? Scumberland v Plymouth. Sunderland obviously means against Plymouth. Plymouth are on the back of a bad defeat against Leeds through the week at home. Leeds destroyed them in the FA Cup. Sunderland will beat the MJ. I'm going for 3-1 to Sunderland.
Oh yeah, Sunderland at home, did you say?
Yeah, I don't know.
Aye, Sunderland's at home. They're championships, but you'll be forming Jeff. Sunderland 8th, Plymouth 15th.
Sunderland at home.
Sunderland's at home. Aye, Sunderland will win.
100%.
2-0.
Callan's gone 2-1 to Plymouth. And your man, I says, nah, shut up. I've supported the Toon since I was 36. I have you know, Melly. Sunderland 0, Plymouth 8. Billy. He's put Sunderland with a 5-1 in. Is that how many times it's been since he had beat them before? They had beat them before. Was it 6 in a row or something? Until lately. Or did the Toon beat them 5-1? Is that why they're doing it?
Right.
Aye, it'll be only. Get with the 6 in a row, the Toon fans. I can't wait to watch it with me. You know the chopper.
Who the Toon?
Aye. Sure it is.
I'm not gone.
Hush you. Who are you? Man, answer me question. Who are you doing there? Are you Birmingham or what?
Shiz, I'm telling you.
She supports Birmingham.
Oh, aye.
Oh, does she?
Aye, Jude Bellingham.
He's not even there.
Yeah, and I was. They retired his number. She's got his shirt.
Joey Barton when we stuffed them. 5-1. Joey Barton.
Remember when
what do you think of that?
Remember when he went to Marseille and then he started trying to speak French? But in English.
Well, wait, see, it's so beautiful. Yes, you see.
He's trying to put a French accent on, but he's speaking
what he call
English. Oh,
what's his name? Eric Dyer.
In Germany.
Did you see him?
No.
Speaking German. Yes, I'm very good.
Is that why they were attacking him with Joey Barton?
Man, I said neither of them.
Who said that?
Still the Toon.
Eric Dyer.
Oh, you not seen it?
Wie heißt du?
I'll show you.
Wie heißt du?
You've seen no.
Ik heiße Melly.
You got your phone?
Where?
Here's your phone. I'll show everybody. Where's the Safari? Have you been on the porno for?
What? You're stupid. What do you want? What do you want? Eric Dyer.
I'd say Eric Dyer speaking. Eric Dyer speaking German. No way. JW2 always. Clash Joey like Barton done a Steve McLaren. You remember Steve McLaren doing
Hey football fans.
Wally with a brolly.
An unexpected moment from Eric Dyer. Unique voice.
Pass.
While his post-match interview in Germany may not reach the level of comedy gold set by Steve McLaren's infamous Dutch police.
Are you watching?
Eric Dyer recently.
We're trying to get it on for you.
Sorry about this. Technical problems.
He's just joined Bundesliga champions Bayern Munich, but footy fans think Eric Dyer has already picked up a German accent.
Yeah, a very proud moment for me, obviously, to make my debut for this club. It was a very proud moment for me and my family, and obviously I really enjoyed it.
The English star gave a post like a few weeks ago.
Who is that, Thomas Muller?
Why did you do that? I do not understand. You sound like bloody Fudgy. I don't know why. Is that it for the games then? God, you was on a non 15 minutes.
Jesus, we're good. Like,
absolutely mental.
Monday night, Crystal Palace at home to Chelsea.
Palace need to win that, don't they? But
Aye, that's shite, though.
Chelsea will go and win.
I think
2-3-1.
Chelsea will beat them comfortably. I hope Palace can do.
Joby say you look busy, lads. All right, Joby, lad.
Oh, we're going to thrash on the darts in
Yeah,
a
Joby,
minute.
you not believe this. Right, look, let's show you. See if I can turn this run.
Watch me cook.
I came in, I was late. Obviously, I've got
I swear to God, I threw a 180 with my first 3 darts.
we've now got the Chris Doby darts. I came in again. Melly, I can't believe this. This is what?
No, it's the 3rd one this year, though.
I've just chucked the 180.
Look, Chris, can you tell that it was natural and that the one pushed in?
I said, shut up, man. You scored a 180 when I wasn't here. He says, honestly, I swear, dude.
Kids' lives?
I scored a 180. I swear, dude.
No, I threw a one, not scored one. It's not football.
I threw a 180. Of course he did when I wasn't here. Jesus.
Aye.
Hey, good luck, Toby. Well, whatever you're doing, Mara. Your next competition, I hope it goes well for you, Walker.
Go on, Dobby, lad.
Yes. And Billy Noble has gone for 3-1 at Chelsea.
I think 2 or 3-1 Chelsea.
Yeah.
Aye. Palace are
I
crap.
said the same, really.
Palace are crap.
But I can't see. I think Hudson will end up leaving there. He normally gets them with a
I
relegation.
didn't even think he didn't even seem bothered about taking the job. He'd done it,
Yeah,
I think, with a favour, and you know, it's one of them ones where they're going to get from there though. Palace, like
They're getting relegated. I'm telling you, they are getting relegated this 100%.
Aye, I think they invested in Vieira and it didn't work good. And, they're just one of them teams, aren't they?
Mm.
Would you take anyone out of that team? Palace, have they got that Guehi?
I'll take him tomorrow.
Is it that Guehi or the centre half?
Aye. Eze and Elise.
Elise. Mm-hmm.
They're both
Then
good
in
guys.
But why they're not? Because they can't do it on their own. They've got no one to provide them, or maybe
I just don't get a good vibe. You know, when I can't do it to Palace, there's not a good vibe about it. It's just like
shithole.
aye, and they're just every year, season after season, they're just there or thereabouts. And I think for their own good, they probably need a job doing.
Realise what they've had.
Realise, get in the championship, see how hard it is, and then come back up a different team. Because at the minute, it's just a cycling, and it's the same year in, year out. Nobody actually looks for. Nobody can honestly put their hand on the heart and say, "Oh yes, we're playing Palace this weekend."
No.
Nobody in the Premier League will say that. Not even Luton. You know what I mean? They're not.
No.
And that's the point that they're at now. So they need some,
either
something
investment or aye.
Well, listen. Thanks very much, everybody, for tuning in. We've been on nearly an hour and 20 minutes on a Friday night, so I appreciate it if you have tuned in.
Thank you very much.
What we're going to do, we're going to do 2 shows a week, get some guests in and stuff, and you know,
we're hoping to have the
Peter Bielsi
and Tommy's at some.
Harmison's going to come on. Aye, Stephen Ben's going to come on for a bit crack over. Aye, just keep coming on, like and subscribe, and definitely on here, get on to if I can get it on.
We're not bother talking about the Champions League next week. It's crap anyway, isn't it? No one wants to bother the Champions League anyway. Waste of time, isn't it?
Aye, talk about the FA Cup the week after. Take care, everybody, and thanks very much.
Thanks very much for tuning in. See you later.
Ta-ra.
Adios.